You know, one of the things that I miss the most about the Sean Payton, Drew Brees era in New Orleans, during those 15 years, the Superdome was a magical place, without a doubt. The Superdome was one of, if not the hardest place to play in the NFL. And that's not my opinion. That's the opinion of damn near every quarterback in the league during that era. If you have never been to the Superdome when the Saints are good, there really is no way to describe it. The entire city, downtown of New Orleans, it is magical when the Saints are winning. When they suck, like they have the last 3 or 4 years, Superdome is just another building. Hell, earlier this season, there were more Niners fans in the Dome than Saints fans. But when the Saints are good, there is no place like home in the Dome. I was actually talking to someone about this the other day. The Saints were dominant for so long that most of us took it for granted. We took the greatness of Drew Brees and Sean Payton for granted. When your team is good, you need to cherish every moment. You need to cherish every game, especially if you're a fan of a team with a long history of losing, because you never know if or when you'll be good again. Unfortunately for students at Ole Miss, they seem to be taking greatness for granted. Lane Kiffin has done an excellent job turning this program around. Ole Miss right now, one of the best teams in the country, and they're also one of the least supported. And if they're not careful, they are going to run Lane Kiffin out of town, and they will be right back to being what they usually are, which is a flaming ass fire. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. Yesterday morning, Ole Miss was hosting Washington State, or as young men at the bar prefer to call them, the Cougars. I understand that these 11 a.m. start times are absolutely brutal for college students. I get it. When I was in college, I hated 11 o'clock games. Too early to wake up on a Saturday morning. You're still drunk from the night before. Not enough time for tailgating. Not enough time to party before the game. Not to mention the fact that if you start drinking that early in the morning, it makes for a brutally long day. Basically, these early morning games, they suck. I get it. However, when your team is undefeated, when your team is one of the top 5 teams in the country, and your program is notorious for losing, I don't give a damn what time the game starts. Your ass should be there. Unfortunately, that was not the case yesterday morning at Ole Miss, and Lane Kiffin voiced his displeasure with the lazy students on campus. Watch it for yourself.
We're a morning practice format team that should equate to playing well in the morning. Used to, but didn't feel like that. I thought our red zone offense showed up about like our student section did today.
If I'm Lane Kiffin, I would be pissed off too. The Ole Miss student section was damn near empty yesterday. Well, Casey, that can't be true. They announced over 66,000 people at the game yesterday. Yeah, I'm sure they did. This is a trick that the WNBA uses. This is an old trick that the WWE is notorious for using. They announce the amount of tickets sold instead of announcing the actual attendance at the game. I'm sure Ole Miss sold 66,000 tickets, but there is absolutely no way there were 66,000 people at that game yesterday. There were more fans of the Cougars in the stadium than fans of Ole Miss. And I'm not talking about fans of good-looking older women. I'm talking about fans of Washington State, which isn't exactly known as a football powerhouse. Just think about that for a second. People in Washington traveled across the country to support their 3-2 and now 3-3 team. But people at Ole Miss, they couldn't travel across campus to support their undefeated team. If you're a fan of Ole Miss, you better be careful. I know a lot of people don't like Lane Kiffin. I know he can be controversial, but if I'm a fan of Ole Miss, I don't care about any of that. Lane Kiffin has double-digit wins the last 2 seasons. 6-0 this year. You could make the case that his only quality win this season is against LSU. You could make the case that the real test is coming the next couple of weeks against Georgia and Oklahoma. But that does not change the fact that you're undefeated right now. And it damn sure doesn't change the fact that you're still Ole Miss. You're not a program that attracts big-name coaches. You're not a destination program. You're not the job that coaches dream about. So when you come across a coach that can win, you better support him. Otherwise, you're just giving him a reason to leave. Lane Kiffin has options. You don't. So you better wake the hell up on Saturday morning and support your team. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.